I am now in the boiler room, mechanical room. There is some PEX running here that maybe there was a spot replaced. Decently typical. There are the aluminum plates that have the tubes of PEX running through them underneath the floor, so underfloor heat that's radiant, not like a register, but it just radiates straight up through the floor. Boiler system that was installed in 2002. Normally boilers will run for 40 to 50 years typically. This is an in-floor heating system for the concrete floor down here. That's all PEX tubing running through the slab. Typical manifold of its age. Looks to be in expected condition, and livable. Those are all backflow preventers there. All the pumps are labeled, which way their direction is going. The whole brains of the operation here, and then the hot water tank that is piped off of the boiler, so you have endless hot water as well. Pressure tank for the well. You may or may not be familiar with those. It does have a water pre-filter, and it looks like a twin tank. Could be even a reverse osmosis, and I'm not very familiar with those. Twin tank water softener. That's typical for this area. There is a 400 amp breaker box panel here, two 200 amp circuits, and then there is a sub panel over here that runs. There was a hot tub at one time on the outside. Everything's been winterized here. It does have a whole wired kit from the home. So when it was built, it was wired up with looks like some Cat 5 and some coaxial cable to run all that. Moving on out here, this is the walkout basement, so you can see outside. It's pretty bright out, but that's below the deck where we were. Concrete slab underneath the deck. There is a small water line hookup here. Could be for a wash sink if you were going to install it. Clean out. Here's a bathroom in the lower level that still shut off, but been winterized. There's the stairs leading up to the upstairs to the main level. This is a recessed box for TV plug and potential coax cable if you're going to run that, but the other side is open. In great shape. This is concrete floor that I'm walking on. There is some baseboard around here. If you could choose to put carpet down or a tile or a laminate floor and make this a little more roomy. It will be heated though, so you shouldn't drill into it. The floor is heated all the way through. And this one is just a storage room. There's a drain for the upstairs laundry. This is poured wall construction, very sturdy, here's a manifold for more in-floor heating, where it goes in, goes out. I'm familiar with those, but not an expert. And again, these are logs in here. They do have that split just a little bit, and I would call it fairly typical. And I will run up to the kitchen, but I did the kitchen already. I will run up. Can't get in there, and we'd have to get in there to do a real good inspection. I will run to the upstairs. Pretty nice day out, even though it's 35 degrees. We did all those rooms. The sun's coming out. Oh, I didn't show you this bathroom. Right off of the entryway. Come in, entryway, boom, full bath, tub, toilet and vanity with a little bit of storage over there. Still nice wood beams in the ceiling. Very cottagey. These are half log steps. If you can see that, they're all curved on the bottom and It's probably hard to see on the camera. Loft area over here. That would be like a kid's bedroom or sleeping area. They did have kids. The first owners did, and they had a place set out there that's run down to the lake. So not a bad setup. There was a lot of farming around here many years ago. We're upper landing, corner stand-up shower, bathroom, decent sized vanity. I would say it's a 48-inch vanity. Kind of a beautiful setup here. And then into the other side, there are 3 closets here, 3 closet space. 1, 2, and then one behind the door. Little vaulted ceiling with the ceiling fan hanging. There are the heat registers for up here because they don't have them running underneath. So that is a typical boiler heat setup for that far room. And I will walk outside as well. We've got some time left on the video here. You saw the back for the deck and a covered drive area. So almost a lodge style. There's my truck. I didn't even get over to the garage yet, but southern facing exposure right here. You're going to see my shadow in a second. Still a lot of needs some love. This one right here is right next to the kitchen. Still very solid, it's kind of on the edge. There's some chinking right in here. It's that thick, heavy caulk that they use between, but of course when they crack, they will fill it with that as well. It definitely needs some love. Here's one spot that probably was like that when it was installed. Probably wasn't. They probably just took the end of one log that had maybe started to rot. Garage doors are weathered, but fine. Got a huge cement pad here, and then this is the lodge style kind of drive under. There are gutters installed everywhere, so to slow down any water damage and keep that. Do you see the propane tank over here? Really beautiful, but still some weathering here. Gutters going down. So propane tank. There's the well, protected by rocks. Looks to be in good shape. Electric runs in from the street underground. And this is where the hot tub used to be. I'm going to turn it sideways and that's going to mess up our video here. But there's a concrete pad that runs here. The hot tub was right here, and all the electrical looks like capped off when they took the hot tub out. And then we are now back to the northwest corner of the house. And then out to the deck. So this is right where the master bedroom was. Walk out your slider right over to the hot tub pad. Little slope down here to the rest of the yard, and then it goes right out to the lake, and it turned out to be a pretty beautiful day. I hope this helps, and I will talk to you guys tonight. I'll send you this link to both videos shortly.